Hi, I'm Nicholas Pierce. This is my game, Hoard and Plunder. I'm the designer and the artist. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it today and hopefully get some buzz for maybe to get it published or for a future Kickstarter campaign. So let's get into it. The game is Hoard and Plunder. The goal of the game is to get 10 of these treasure cards in front of you in what's called your hoard. Now on your turn, you're going to draw a card first, and then you're going to play one of 3 cards. You can play a treasure card in front of you in your hoard, or you could play one of these red plunder cards to try and steal treasure from another player. The number on the card is the amount of treasure you would steal. And then, so 1, 2, 3, and 5. And then after you play the card, they have the opportunity to play a green defense card. And let's say they played the 5 cannon here. If they were to play a green dodge against you, they wouldn't have to give any treasure. If they were to play the bribe against your cannon, then they would have to discard an additional card in addition to the bribe in order to avoid the treasure getting stolen. And if they were to play a block, they would have to give half rounded down. So with the cannon, it'd be 2. With the cutlass, it'd be none. Pistol would be 1. Blunderbuss would also be 1. Another thing you can do other than play the gold cards and the red treasure card, or the red steel cards, is you can play one of these blue special cards. And if you play the treasure chest card, that lets you draw 3 cards, and then your turn is over, and you don't get to draw anything else. If you play the red ruby card, or the blue ruby card, it goes in front of you just like a treasure would. Only this one is worth 2, and it can't be stolen. So if you had, for instance, 3 treasures and a ruby, and somebody played a cannon against you, you might have to give up your 3 treasures, but you'd never have to give up the ruby. There's also the Swift card. Now the Swift card you play on your turn by putting in the discard pile, and then you can play any 2 other cards. They can be a combination of gold, red, or blue cards, and they can even be another Swift card. The thing about the Swift card is when you're using it again on one person to play 2 red plunder cards, instead of it being 2 separate attacks, since it's on the same person, they're added together, the total, so it would be 3 if you were playing these 2 cards, and then they play a single green defense card against it, whether it be a block, in which case they would have to give 1, a dodge, or a bribe, in which case they'd have to give none. Now if you're using a Swift to play 2 attack cards on 2 different players, that would count as 2 separate attacks, and they would have to block it each individually using their cards. And then you could also play a treasure and a ruby card, or 2 treasure chests, draw a lot of cards that way. So the thing to note is, on your turn, you're only going to be playing 1 card, unless of course you play the Swift, whether it be a treasure, a blue card, or a red plunder card. Also, when you play a card, aside from the treasure cards which go into your hoard, you discard them. So if you're playing a red plunder card, it's discarded. Blue card, also discarded, and when you're defending with the green card, you also discard it. And then once all the cards have been discarded and the deck has been depleted, you shuffle the discard pile, flip it over, that's your new deck to continue playing. And this continues until you get 10 treasures in front of you, and then as soon as that happens, you're the winner. Now that's the game. I hope those of you who will be getting a copy will enjoy it, and if you have any issues, this video has told you how to play it. I'm also going to be releasing a video of me and a group of people with a wide variety of ages playing the game, so you can see actually it being played. Alright, thank you.